this is Group Bemis, Fackler, Taylor, and Mills, and we are still reviewing for the third time Lit Circle book.
The final time.
Okay for Now by Gary D. Smith. And John, would you like to go first?
No.
My dad.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Natalie's first.
Ladies first.
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
My first question, because I was really confused on this part, was Doug's father the one who really committed the crimes? Because I thought they gave us hints, but I wasn't exactly sure.
Okay, so what I think I remember reading was that he did kind of get a little, strange, like, the police are here.
Yeah.
Mr. Daughtry.
Yeah.
But what I think happened is that he didn't do the crime, because they already knew about it. And they, right here,
What I was thinking was they caught him, but they didn't exactly like. When they said like he knows that he hurt his family, and then Doug's father goes, yes, he knows.
okay.
Well, here's the thing I heard when I was reading the story. When we went upstairs, his mother went upstairs. They came back down like they were normal. They just sat down. They sat down there. They were looking at their food, and they ate. And they sat back down in their chair and started eating. But when the police came, they said that person called them. So I think that when his father went up there, his mother, he told what he did, and he said, he called. He was being anonymous, and he said, I committed those crimes. Christopher did not commit those crimes. I'm sorry. Again, he picks it up, and he comes there and tells him, and he's acting strange, like his wife knows that he did it. Because he's like hugging him and like comforting him.
Well, I think in the family, I think Doug's father is the real criminal because of the tattoo, the lying of like that Mr. Ballard.
The thief, the theft of his jacket.
Ernie Coe. I think
Shady Ernie Echo.
Yeah.
But no, here's the thing. I think that he did it, but he said on the phone, if he called them, be like, Ernie Coe did it. Christopher did not do it. Because Ernie Coe did it. Ernie Echo.
Yeah, Echo.
I call him Echo.
Even though Echo is an H. Let's stay back on top of it.
So, what do we think? Do we think that he did it?
I don't know.
It's definitely a possibility.
It's a possibility, yeah. So, I'll go read one of my questions.
Wait, no, Natalie, did you want to share any more questions first?
We can just go around.
Alright, just do one at a time.
So,
That's good.
my question is, do you think Lila will get better? Why?
Who?
Lil
Will get better?
Yeah, because at the end of the book, she says she has like I don't know what is it, cancer?
No, I think I think it was something when she was chewing all those pencils, like the lead poisoning.
You know what? To be completely honest, I don't think she'll make it because to quote like whenever things get good, they're destined to get bad. I mean, and life was just getting good for Doug and Lil. If she passes, then it'll get bad, and it'll go along with the quote.
Well,
I hope she survives, but like, from.
But here's the thing.
Oh, sorry, you can go.
But here's the thing. It's 1968, and mostly we don't have all this treatment and everything.
Sorry, John. It actually is the 70s.
Wait, is this 1968?
I thought it was the early 70s.
No, it's 1968.
Okay.
Well,
Because 1998, 69 is when they usually made the one the launch came, the space Apollo 11.
Going back to your thing about the quote, I actually remember Doug saying, remember when I told you when things are getting good, something's bound to get bad, and then he says, well, maybe I'm wrong.
So,
do you know what page I was on?
Oh, I don't know. It's like, it's the beginning of a chapter. That's the part. No, we already did this. Oh, it's the...
I think
Yes, here it is. You remember how I said that when things start to go pretty good, something usually happens to turn everything bad? I'm starting to think maybe I was wrong. Maybe things don't always turn bad. What a chapter.
And that was your quote for the Lit Circle thing.
Yep.
okay, Riley, want to go?
Okay, so, I had a question. This is in all your opinions. If we were to do another book / like Lit Circle group, Do you think we should try to read the Wednesday Wars?
Yes.
Because the Wednesday Wars is about Holling Hoodhood's life and his perspective.
And he's like the nice one.
Right. In the beginning when he gave him the jacket. So that was my question.
Yes.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Why should we? Because I know you are saying yeah, but
This is Holling Hood is the one who gave him the jacket.
In the
And
really beginning.
How old was he?
he's his age.
Okay.
And Doug's still in that story.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't Doug?
Wait, hold on. Okay, sorry. Because since it was mine, to start from Liable Resources, which is my friend Marco. He was actually reading his for Lit Circle, and he did say that Doug's in it. No, it's before Doug moved. So that's why it says companion to the Newbery Honor Award book, the Wednesday Wars.
Wait, so it's like a smaller version of that book, but only about his name.
Holling.
Holling.
So it's like a
Holling.
prequel.
It's about like this long.
Yeah, it's basically, you know how like it's like that, like maybe the first.
It's kind of like saying it's like a prequel.
Yeah.
Like those books. That
Well, it's like a prequel slash sequel.
No, there wasn't. It's not.
It's like in the middle. It's an expansion.
This
like
is
Honest
the
Brace
sequel.
2.
This is actually.
No. John, go find that two things.
But this is actually the sequel to that book, basically following up on a different person's perspective. All right, so Ian, go ahead.
My turn. Okay.
Okay, you guys.
Well, I just really wanted to get your guys' opinion. It's not anything about the book. From a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate this book and why?
Okay, so if you guys don't mind. Oh, sorry.
I'd rate it 7 because it was sort of interesting and there wasn't enough like suspense. Because I've read different like books, like Legend for example, and the suspense was so much that I had to read it like I was like, come on, just read faster, Ian. Come on, get to the awesomeness. And that book was totally worth reading. But this book was sort of suspenseful, but it wasn't really suspense. It was sort of just moving along gradually. The major.
Okay, so can I? Okay. Do you mind if I go ahead and share my opinion? Because Ian, mine's a little bit different. I rate it a 9 out of 10. I mean, I love the book. I mean, it's absolutely a great book. But I just kind of wish they would have gone on off the ending more about Lil. I mean,
Yeah, because I didn't really like the ending.
right. I mean, it only reached that one point, like they were just talking at the end.
Well, maybe that's the suspense, but I didn't.
Right,
That wasn't
and then
it
it said.
I just made my decision.
Oh, okay. So at the end, they're talking about. I forget where they are, but they're talking about. I think this is where not where she. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of muttering. But if she's trying to calm herself. I'm trying to figure out why. Can't remember where because I finished this Monday.
Because she went back and her hair was all cut off, right? And she was sad.
Well, it wasn't cut off. It fell off.
But well, she was talking about how she wanted to think happy thoughts and how she thought about. And if we were in sensory language, I would have said like because it said I closed my eyes, I could almost be an Arctic tern flying over the water, and then they're just going back and forth talking about about the Apollo 11 mission and then after that, that's it. Like the last dialogue they say to each other is always. That's all they have just said, and then it ended there. I wanted it to go on just to see how Lil would turn out. I mean,
Maybe he should write a sequel.
It's a heavy
Lil's
book.
perspective.
Heavy stuff.
Here's the thing. For me, hey Riley, come on.
sorry.
Okay, here's
Sorry.
Just stretch it out.
Here's the thing. I read the book kind of like Ian. I like the book. I like the story. I like the suspense in it. But here's the thing: the suspense was not like Maze Runner.
Yeah, like oh my gosh, what's gonna happen next?
Yeah, that book. The first few pages I didn't like it, and I kept on reading it. I loved it. This book, some parts were like parts that made me want to keep on reading, but sooner or later they just kept on going straight, and I was like, okay, I closed the book, didn't keep on reading it, then I came back,
Because you
read
read, like,
pages, and Spencer.
Well, here's the thing, guys. Maze Runner and Legend, they're fantasy. And fantasy has more suspense than realistic fiction.
You're right.
Dang it.
That's actually true, Natalie.
Maybe that's why I don't like it.
Because I remember suspense. Because I remember reading The Maze Runner. It is a good book, but
It's full of suspense.
Legend.
everything.
I'm more of a realistic fiction type guy. I mean, I like those type of books more than sci-fi.
Dude, I'm like
And,
sci-fi.
but yes, Natalie, I do agree with you with how fantasy and realistic fiction are way different.
They are.
All right.
Because real life isn't that suspense.
So Natalie, do you want to start with the second question?
Well, believe it or not, my second question was, did you like how the story ended?
No.
No, we already went over
Yes.
Write that down.
All favorite
Write
not
that
liking
down,
any of this book say aye.
Rewrite it.
Can I do my third question?
Sure.
then?
Yeah.
We could have a question. What would you have had the ending?
Oh.
Wait, do you want to do that instead of that question? All right. Well, just go ahead and ask that.
Okay.
What would you rather have the ending be?
So what do you think, Natalie?
I think the ending would rather be like you guys said before, a find out with Lil.
Yeah, talking about Lil pretty much would be a better ending.
Yeah.
Say clear out she's alive or
Or they're all dressed in black over a grave.
yeah.
Yes. That's would have been a better ending. than-
Why would you want to stay for her?
And if she would have survived like 10 years in the future if they're like married or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. I'd be like, this is the feels.
This is what it feels like to be awesome.
How I would end it definitely would be way different. I would not have had, well, I mean, it added to the story that Lil had, I think it was cancer, right?
Yeah.
I
Right.
have no idea.
Because I'm just guessing.
Some sickness.
Some sickness. And,
Lethal.
yeah, very lethal. But I would have liked to seen it where it would spread out, kind of like more into what happened. Maybe like you end it there and then you go to the next chapter, like making another bird and then say years later. And then come back to what happens then, like maybe talk about more like what happened to Lucas and Chris and his dad, maybe probably in jail for doing something. His mom stressed out over everything, and then him doing
My mom's very friendly. I don't
And
think she
then-
gets out.
sadly probably may have to have Lil.
No, I showed up. No,
But
he survived.
Picking. Sorry,
Okay, so I actually think so. Remember how they never actually got the real Arctic Tern?
Right.
I actually think the ending should be that they actually get the real Arctic Tern.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
Yes,
awesome.
yes. That
Way
would
better
be
than
he
Lil
completes the
Do
collision.
you,
Yes.
the thing I think about this has true so like with guns and I was kidding.
Call of Duty. Okay, let's stay on time.
But I kind of like the ending like usually like endings like say like years later, and like you go because it could be something different. You don't know because the author has if he says years later, he has the power in his hands to do that. So I think that it should have ended like years later and has like Doug's drawing another bird or something, or
Or he discovers new birds.
he discovers
Yeah,
new
there you
birds,
go.
or he's like Lil and them are just friends. He gets a new girlfriend. You'll know. And Lil
I
hates
don't
him.
I like the high new bird stuff, but the little
Yeah,
I
have
have
been.
it. But
That's the to be
Okay.
great.
John, you can share your second
Oh,
question.
well, my second question is same as Natalie said, the Doug's father's brought the store. But here's this is what my third question is.
okay.
Here's my third question. Overall, did you like the book? Why?
Well, this is kind of like a repetition. This is kind of like a
We kind of all
repetition.
have the same
Yeah.
question.
Conclusion.
The only questions I had left, I'm not gonna want to answer them. Will Lucas be alive when prosthetics were invented, or will Doug and Lil have a long